Welcome. It's not radio. It's Levels with Kshema. And big up to the Levels community. If it's your first time checking in, make sure you hit that subscribe button, click the notification bell, be a part of the Levels community. We are back. I mean, it's pretty virtual. KRIS in the building.
Yeah, we're forward. 2026, we're forward.
Yeah, no, KRIS,
Yeah.
it's so great to have you. And for people
is it.
who new to the channel, we're bringing back the Levels podcast, and KRIS is my co-host.
Yeah, you see it. Honored. I'm honored.
Woo! Now, look here. One way to kick things off, everybody right now across social media want to know, did Masicka flop in Antigua? And we're going to kick off. I for ask you, KRIS, Masicka flop or what?
Here's the thing. Flop is a strong word, but the Masicka haters are people were not with Masicka saying, but definitely was a misfire. Yes, I said the struggle was real. And we expect that, especially if it's a case where you're in a lineup with CAPLETON and Vegas, it's like you have to pick your poison because you know how them people deal with the stage. Yes, I say struggle was real.
No, absolutely. I totally get where you're coming from. And I think even though a lot of persons weren't physically at the event, I think the fact that Masicka didn't really share any of the live performances on his timeline per se, that in itself is telling you, say him probably not feel too confident about that performance because all he shared were just still shots of his stage performance.
That is an interesting point because, in fact, he was promoting the show
heavily.
He shared the flyer and everything. Then when him reach Antigua, the big gassing, all the titles, the man just make sure say every title of him, and don't share not even a clip from the performance. You make a really strong point.
Well, that don't mean we don't have the performance or we couldn't get access to it. So check the levels. Yeah, well, them Masicka. I mean, based on the performance, you can see that he was comfortable on stage. He might use him band, and we also know that a lot of top entertainers, not everybody comfortable and out there using a band. So kudos to him for being out there and using a band. And normally you would watch a crowd and I say, them now going out and bad for Whites. Whites a big tune. And we don't normally say, maybe the crowd stiff or it's a tough crowd. But when you see how the other entertainers deal with it, it make you wonder, can big songs alone do it? Are big songs enough?
And this is where they show you, because at the end of the day, Masicka have a slew of songs where I run the ground. Or know the songs them. But then when I get out there, in especially off the shores of Jamaica, you don't know how much promotion do on the song them. Also, the next thing is you want to kind of check to see which song really have like pick up momentum in the, like for instance Antigua. You understand what I say? And then you want to tailor your set list for that. And I think so one of the things I'm realize over the years, most artists will have like a string of hits one time.
Mm-hmm.
It take them a longer time to really understand the importance of performance, stagecraft, because them depend upon the popular songs them. You understand what I say? And most of the artists them will have those type of catalog. I think you see them really become better performance when them don't feel like them have to do all of them songs. You get what I say?
Mm-hmm.
Beanie Man was a perfect example.
Mhm. And there is also a next side to what you say as well, Chris, because the truth is you can have a slew of hits and it also comes down to how you structure your set list, you know?
Absolutely.
And it's a footer hype in a past live that him do. He actually had a specific message for Masicka as it relates to performance. Check the levels.
Me have an advice for you. Because me think about it and me have a talk about it. Me have an advice for you. You might not like it. Zin? If me give the advice here and I like it, it's on you, my. You have the money now. Here how more you do. I a rough cut for yourself. Zin? Listen to me now and listen to me good. I a rough cut for yourself. Get a place where you can rehearse. Pay them for rehearsal. You're not on a show, you don't have nowhere to go, you're not on a show come up, nothing. This is Masicka rehearsal. You have a book rough cut. You have the money. Me keep repeating it, you have the money. Because you're rich. You say it multiple times. Call Elephant Man. Some of them artists I might not even want to charge you. They might just want to help you. We can't be too egotistical and can't be too selfish and can't be too self-centered to do the right thing. Link Ellie. Say, Ellie, you know, so me have a 5-day rehearsal. More you give me even a day out of it or two. If anything, me pay you. Ellie go say, no man, I want to DJ. I want to come get the strength. Call Buju. Call Buju. Do couple session with Buju. Just watch and learn. Call Beanie Man. Same thing. If you have to pay them, pay them. Call CAPLETON. If you have to pay them, pay them. Based on delivery now and voice projection, you have to call Bounty Killer. And him run that. Nobody not have that better than him. See? And pay them if anything. No shame no night, you know. And your work you're doing, and master your craft, you know. And him.
Right there, you hear Footer master your craft. And, those names were Footer highlights. Capleton, for example. Capleton was on the show, but performed before Masicka. So you can just imagine, the fact that Footer is highlighting that specific artist in addition to, you hear him mention Beanie Man, you hear him mention Bounty Killer, and him talk about Elephant Man, and so many entertainers we feel like because them have the songs, them have the hits, that is enough, not realizing the performance is a whole different type of beast.
Facts. And that advice, solid advice there by Footer, cause you know what Tamili say, a Footer lead Masicka astray. To go clash. But that's a solid advice. And that was after the Sumfest performance,
Mm-hmm.
where a lot of people may say that are probably one of the most notable performance thus far. But me agree with Footer, whether or not the ego I go allow a man to go do that. And even if all these names them call, if them themselves the fact say
They're
Masicka,
willing.
Masicka reach out to them, You don't know it, go them start spin people. But here's the thing. You kind of taking them performances because I'm sure knows the video clips out there with them and all of them something there. And really just take note because at the end of the day, having a string of songs that still not solve the performance element of it. You understand?
No,
The craft
absolutely.
important.
Because
This is just something I agree with him.
remember when you're talking about performance and speaking from a patron perspective, right? You want to know that the artist is on stage one. They have to connect. You have to know how to connect with the crowd. You have to know what to say. You have to intro your songs them like you're even selector.
Yes,
Understand?
yeah,
It's
facts.
about working the stage. It's about delivering your songs them where, because a lot of times, entertainers have hit songs and when them touch the stage, might as well they just play the track.
And that's the reason why sometimes an artist will dep on a show and him don't get the forward, but then you watch a selector play him song, probably in the same venue or just a party, and just the intro where the selector have. You understand? Just how you kind of set up to drop the song. It's a lot,
When you're on stage, you also have to showcase your personality. Is your personality that's going to pull in the audience? You also need that high energy as well. This whole mix from the band, and it just comes off to the patron like just noise. People really want to hear you replicate the sound with them here on the recording. People really want to come to your show and them see you actually a vibe, delivering a vibe to them. And that in itself will make the performance so epic.
And that's the reason why some people will actually prefer track show than band show. Because again, it's just the band take over the whole performance because the artists rely so much upon the band. Whether it's a case where them not fit enough, them tired or whatever it is, but at the band I do all the work, all the mixes. But here's a question for you. Is this telling? Is, for instance, the performance where him do a boom boom show, boom boom anniversary, and this show, is this telling as it relates to whether he really had the advantage in the clash or not?
I think what this is showing us is that people been saying it, that some of Masicka fans were also Gaza fans, right? And with this fallout happening, it is highly probable that Gaza fans know who were rocking with both Masicka and Kartel, possibly pull them support one. Two, Jamaicans and people in general, not like nobody will show off.
Yeah.
Right? So the Masicka that we know, him humble and that kind of vibe, what we saw in Antigua, get up no? Right? What we saw in Antigua was like an outer body experience, and for want of a better term, like just seeing Masicka behaving that type of way, which is why it is important that Masicka stay on course and do not allow himself to get distracted. Because if he did not go into Antigua then with that kind of energy, remember say Antiguans, them dep on social media too, and they must see that. So you may have Antiguans who rock with the Gaza. Even when you look at the show as well, Vegas and Capleton, their fans may come out as well. So it's like after seeing Capleton blaze a fire upon the stage, seeing Vegas go there and him dig out him forward. Why for the dig out, but pull out him forward. It is possible that people just kind of have a change of heart. Who knows? Maybe Masicka after going on stage after Capleton, he was thinking about it too much. And that may mess with him psyche. Who knows? You probably have a good night and a bad night, but that night in Antigua, clearly based on the two other entertainers who were booked for the show, it wasn't the best night for Masicka.
Dancehall president, one vote, one king. What? Yo, for real, him kind of draw a whole heap of scrutiny and to himself when he moved away there. And because of that, I don't feel like people are going to mark him extremely hard. You understand what I say? Because these are titles they are proclaimed. So you don't have the grace, to kind of grow into it. You understand?
No.
You take on them things there, so you have to really you have to move, you have to progress fast. You have to progress fast.
Hardball settings.
Hardball settings.
Yeah. No, Conscience is somebody who know Masicka and is somebody also who him and Futa not agree on many things,
Many
right?
things.
But this is something it seemed like both of them are in agreement with as it relates to Masicka. Check the levels.
Without bias, as soon as Masicka master the stage, the argument are going to change, you know.
Yeah.
It's going to change drastically.
It's doing way. It's the confidence is all it takes, you know.
I'm super confident. I feel like
Right.
he might get a eureka. Because me, they get a eureka moment where me I watch a Bojo, the way how Bojo enter one stage one time. Before him get locked up in a yellow something, I think of Miami. And he
Right.
come out and say, hey, remember that's what you want me to.
Yeah, that's the
We
shot.
remember the day exactly. We will always sit down in the living room and I watch it and that come on. And I say, yo, I know this, how me not approach this so and start study and start see who a performer and start watch a show by Europe now.
Right.
T42 element out of your show.
Right.
Go watch this and man a T4. When him start, because he's you just so obsessed with the studio. When him get that eureka moment there where he might watch a stage and I see, oh, what that them do?
Yeah.
And catch it.
Yeah.
And him start consider him set list different and it's gonna change the argument, but we don't reach there yet.
And that was Conscience on his Connect podcast. And yeah, me agree with Conscience.
First, make sure you go check out the podcast. If it's a case where you don't see it yet, strong reasoning, really good reasoning, you know?
No, absolutely,
Definitely.
absolutely. And two talented entertainers, you know, both
Yeah.
Conscience and Mr. Vegas. But
You feel like quick question before you pass. You feel like the controversy kind of step on the energy of the podcast, or you feel like it add to it?
I feel like the controversy kind of taint the energy of the podcast a little bit for me when I look
Okay.
at it, because it's almost like him come out with this strong energy, you know, them doing the podcast, really good reasoning where
Yeah,
people
man.
can get a lot of insights and information as it relates to dancehall, because you're talking about two international entertainers who doing it, just a whole lot of reasoning and give you insights, the inner workings, and also
Yeah.
talking about their peers. So yeah, I feel like it was really a great initiative, but you know how them say controversy sells, and good or bad,
Yeah.
publicity is just what it is. But I kind of feel like it puts a damper on it, but I still don't believe that all is lost. I believe that, you know, there is room for it to blow up, you know, super
Yeah.
big.
The early stage, I could see the second episode I will bring and who it will really feature. But
Yeah. So big up Conscience for sure. But back to the conversation though, the meat of the matter. And for the Rastas, then we are joined the veg of the matter, right? Yay.
that is it.
So, so you hear Conscience saying that once Masicka really and truly mastered the art of performing, then he will undoubtedly become unstoppable. And I truly believe that.
And you hear me even mention the set list. Because
Yes.
again, a lot of times artists have a string of hits and just one drop all them hits them, and sometimes that not required. You understand me? I say it better you whether it's a DJ you work with or you work with a band, it better you kind of have like the foundation of your set. Work that, make sure say both the band and the DJ have it locked down master. Then you
Mhm.
kind of change out songs here and there depending upon the region where you go. You understand what I say? And personally, I feel like I think Donia was one of them personally. To me, he would have a time when we run the place
Dash.
and dash,
Mhm.
dash. But no, you see, said Donia have all these hits, but him not gonna necessarily try to drop all them hits them throughout, like in every performance. So, but I guess all of them things that come with maturity
An
and growth.
experience.
Yeah,
Yeah. 'Cause it's
absolutely.
same thing with Cartel, like, you know, with his recent tour, for example,
Mhm.
you saw where his set list, that in itself was like a huge problem as it relates
kind of
to
have so much
him having
songs.
so many hits and trying to narrow down and determine which songs he's going to do, to the point where different cities got different set lists because his catalog
Completely
is
different.
so massive. And that is something that you look at and say, wow, there is a lot of planning, streamlining, structure, and organization and understanding. Say, yo, this is what it takes. Yeah, but they want to create KRIS. and you're there at the show and the artist run on with the biggest song in him catalog, run on with him biggest in the moment. And then you just watch the performance start on a high and based on what is left, there is nothing to maintain that high. So it just fall flat.
Because
Yeah,
most artists like that used to just a run on pan show, not said them in concert or them have a full set. And sometimes that's the only way I can think say them would have think the way they are. Them just either the person before them blaze such a fire where them feel like say, yo, I can't go and build nothing. I have to start at the peak. You understand what I mean? So it could be that, but me definitely see it, and I feel like say it's especially nowadays with our dancehall set, we actually mark hard for years. So we kind of feel like say if a man I get forward and there's a song where him do it kind of drop, oh, you see nearly flop or you see him flop right there, or whatever it is. So maybe it's a lot of things.
I said Jamaicans don't want no lull in your set.
No
Everything for
no, yeah, exactly. I think it's over time as you personally me it stays so too. Until you start get exposure and understand say no, and that's the performance go. Yeah, that's what I say. Because remember say back in them time that we used to super forward when Bunty and Beanie and Capleton, Elephant Man and all them. Yeah, man. You get forward there, things say a war go broke and everything all right now, but just the level of the amount of the energy whether they. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
speaking about the stage performance and the energy, I also want to share a clip with Vegas from Conscience Connect podcast. So check the levels.
When we go out there and we perform them on the same lineup, we know so we got to dig out the fire with them with the original drum pattern. Yeah, compared to the hip hop sounding thing. Like me just do a show with Alkaline at Barclays, the same show. Alkaline was on it and so forth. Now, Capleton, Vegas, Elephant Man, energy. Alkaline had them singing. You see? I struggle to choose which one I prefer. Because I love everybody I sing every line of my song.
Look, that's an interesting point that Vegas raised, like him struggles to choose. Like, yes, you want everybody to sing every line of your songs, but then in the same breath, you also want to be like that top performer. And I feel like it is a skill as an entertainer to be able to tap into the audience a particular way to get that forward from them.
But exactly, I agree. And you see the names you call again. Yeah, I'm talking about Elephant Man, I'm talking about Capleton. One thing, when it comes to them thing there, you can't go around King Shango name. You can't go around it. You go around it and a blaspheme in a dance hall. You understand what I say? And Vegas come from the school the way them him about that life of you're there on a show with him. Him not left it easy for you, whether you're him a friend or not. You get what I say? So and so because him come from the school, it's like say him also know say him have to ensure say in this day and age, him not have current hits. Him just a work off a catalog. Him a go ensure say him make a mark when him go out there.
No, absolutely. And we should give him credit, because you have seen Vegas live. I think there was an event that we went to and Vegas was performing and, seeing him on stage and how he was able to communicate with the audience. I mean, from start to finish, his entire set was just engaging.
And that's interesting. And say as I talk about that, I guess it's something him do, but that was the first time I see it because normally me see him like on a live show, not at a party or so. But I don't know if you remember, say him have the DJ play a quick segment before. Cause if we're gonna be honest, the party did kind of boil down, like people dance.
The energy was kind of lacking.
It did dip on a high, and then people get tired, and Vegas DJ come out and drop a segment, and you don't know when Vegas run out, and that man have people run up and down in the venue. I mean, I say, yeah, definitely, and that's the thing is like say, whenever like an artist will understand the craft or take performance serious, them now go just go out the venue when them no have time for them run on stage. Them all go check out the crowd and all of them something there.
And that is something that Beanie Man, I've seen him do before. He's the type that will go front stage and watch it. You have other entertainers like I've seen, because, I've covered Reggae Sumfest for many years. So, you just see like Agent Sasko and a lot of people like backstage just kind of watching the performance, also watching the reaction from the audience. And these are crucial points, it kind of tell you as an artist what the vibe is like out there, so you can know better prepare your set. And being make no joke about it, and we perform all night 2, and they're the show from night 1, just watching it, because that is also a part of the art. Like, you have to know what you're getting into. Speaking about the art, check the levels. King Shango. Take it out. Look here. Capleton a big man, I you see the level of energy and how he's able to jump and just ignite the masses during his performance.
Yeah, for real. And it's like when sometimes man can't even believe when my little youth, Capleton run the place. And Capleton forward and rerun the place before me turn teenager. And in my teenage years, as I'm in come back and run the place before me turn adult. And the man just
and he's still doing it.
No, absolutely, yeah. And I think part of it is because I don't feel like Capleton are the most lyrical person. You get to me? I say him have lyrics and everything, but I think it's just in energy, in our both recording and performing is like no other. And you don't know, in them time that when him burn the fire and I swing it red at, a normal thing. So definitely I forgive him him deserving flaws, man. Him deserving flaws.
No, absolutely. And each time Capleton touches a stage, it kind of show up the younger generation as well.
Yeah. And if you realize that Mr. Vegas actually mentioned Capleton as I hear him do that more than once. Mention Capleton as one of them performer the way is almost like, even though him up on a level, him still see Capleton level of performance. That's about best believe Vegas is not one of them persons that just feel like Capleton performance up there, so him now go a fight.
Yeah. No, and look, that is the attitude and that is the energy. Yeah. But you hear what you also mention. Him can acknowledge and give credit to Capleton to say, look, him thing no normal. And I think sometimes that is what is missing with the new school, because there is a set of entertainers who are not afraid to share the story and tell them tale and say, so I sit down and I watch some videos with Capleton and I watch some performance with Buju Banton and Shabba Ranks, and I pull from that and ultimately kind of hone my skills. You don't see the younger generation. No, it is almost like you can't say you did watch a couple Vegas tapes or you watch a couple Capleton performances, Bounty Killer, Beanie Man, Cartel, and so on and so forth, and kind of, pull to kind of hone your skills. Is almost like, I'm not watch nobody, Blinkers, Dark Shades, Ray Charles.
You don't know me in darkness. Yes, man, I said
I know.
Because they move like them bigger than a program. You understand me? I say?
Yes.
Nobody no bigger than dancehall, nobody no bigger than art. You get to me? Nobody no bigger than reggae. It's an art form where you get inspired, and me think I don't know if that or that are the thing with Masicka where him feel like him bigger than the program, or it's just a case where say him not trust anybody and him really serious about the whole him not getting him energy drained by nobody. Because that's real too,
No, absolutely.
People forward on you for draining energy.
I feel like I don't want to use the word paranoid, but I feel like he's not very trusting of people around him. I shouldn't say people around him. I would say just about any or anybody. So him kind of, have up walls as it relates to him and his energy and that type of thing, and where him give him energy. But in the technological age, it still doesn't prevent you from watching a couple tapes and perfecting a craft.
True.
You see, you put up your hand like you're in a class.
Yeah. Me.
Oh,
But before we move, I remember watching an interview with Shawnee B interviewing Masicka. And him actually explained to him have this theory where say anything where people have access to, them abuse it, which is true. You understand what I say? But I also feel like say everything is a balance because you can't be in total isolation
no.
and able to kind of relate to what go on in the space and all of them something. You understand? Because I guess him have a couple of artists around him or artists around him or so, but it's not really and it's not just him. I think we kind of see it in the industry more now, especially since Alkaline, where a man just isolate themselves. But when them isolate themselves, them not have the energy there. That's why enough time when I say artists have, I do feel like them have too much people around them, but enough time, them type having like people around them, creative and people just in the street and them something that kind of add to where them offer in them music and all them something. You understand?
Yeah, because the reality is, Chris, just to strengthen your point, in truth, nobody at all never attain a certain level of success on their own. And
No.
while back then, because in the day, people would have said like, oh yeah, Bounty never all over the place with fans and that type of thing, like in comparison to a Beanie Man.
Right?
Right?
True.
Like
But
back
you
in the
ask-
day, like people when them see Bounty Killer is like them in awe or that type of thing because it would always be like rare sightings, especially for people when they are country or that type of thing, right?
Yeah.
So with the music industry itself, it has evolved. So being an island and trying to just isolate yourself, it's not going to work. No, fans want you to connect.
Yeah,
Fans
and
want to be able to have that experience with you, and social media provide us with that opportunity where everybody, just by the tip of your fingers, literally, you can have access to your favorite artists. And I also understand preserving and protecting your energy.
Yeah,
But
because there's
balance.
pros and cons. Yeah, there's pros and cons to everything. But as I said, balance. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, it's a balance. That clip that we played earlier of CAPLETON, that was at the show in Antigua. I also have a snippet of Mr. Vegas as well. And Vegas are going to do him thing and him go highlight him performance and credit himself. Check the levels.
When we got there,
Wrong clip.
I'm back in Jamaica. I don't know hard at work. But guess what? I have to take time out to say Antigua, Jaja, loving it, Jaja, that energy there, Saturday night, unmatched. Big up yourself, Antigua. Yeah, man, I feel so blessed. And big up the Prime Minister, original Gassy Dread, big up yourself in here, don't know. Zane, you tore it up. You took the show. Alright, Zane. So, big up yourself, Antigua. I just want to say thank you. It's been a very, very long time. You see me I say, but it was well worth the wait. Don't it? Yeah, man. Big up on yourself. Can't wait to come perform for you again. Zane, don't make it be 13 years again. Zane, you don't know.
I've been here a long time. Yeah. Guess what? I want to talk to you, but it's not the same.
And big up all the other performers, them, You don't know.
It's a bad mind, KRIS cartel. You want PUSSY. Everybody turn you up, turn you up, turn you up. We know what no friend from. We know what no friend from.
Buddy. Body,
Madam made
yeah,
him run out. But
you see?
what Vegas did was to
Jaja.
chronicle what happened in Antigua. So whether or not the media, social media or traditional media will highlight what happened, I'ma highlight it and I make the people them see exactly what transpired, which bring me back to the point that I mentioned earlier is the fact that Masicka just posted 3 still shots on his social media platform of the performance in Antigua, a show that he was promoting heavily prior. It really and truly make you wonder, within himself, him feel like it wasn't his best.
There's no wonder the struggle was real. The struggle, the struggle is real. It was a misfire. Yeah? Because, listen, do you realize, Mr. Vegas all the time, like, remember, Capleton was one of them first there. Obviously, I think you have a Papa Stan stitching arm at the high jumper. Sasko did go so and try to challenge that. But you know, see which part Vegas there now. Because Capleton is one of them first when I jump. But you see Vegas.
But not
at a
only that
place where-
too. Sorry, Chris. Sorry for cutting you. Continue.
No, man, go
Vegas
through, go
at a
through.
place where
I say him at a place where you see say I'm gonna take this high energy performance to a next level. So what in my opinion, what that going to do, that going to allow his catalog to become larger than life because at the end of the day, people are gonna always want to see him perform that. You understand? And them song they're gonna live longer in a people minds. You understand what I say? Because the things these are songs. You have artists in at the same time in Vegas, boss where did have like a bigger run than him. You understand what I say? But at the end of the day, can they go somewhere and hold a crowd like him?
not only that too, but when you really look at Vegas' performance just now, right? He had what? Dancers on stage. You know, it wasn't just him
He said he can't
alone.
dance, if you have dancers.
Yeah, so him have dancers on stage, and I think
Yeah.
that sometimes some entertainers they may not understand how much having a dancer on stage or having certain props on stage during your performance, how much it enhance your overall presentation and how
Yeah.
appreciative your fans are. Spice is somebody who do this repeatedly. Just our level of creativity is absolutely unmatched, whether upon stage or off stage. You see the gift for Shiggy Cartel?
Yeah, that is a whole next story.
Look here.
But sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, so as it relates to Vegas, you realize the man come to work.
Of course.
Suit, and a t-shirt, and the man forward suit. And when the man, but even when you look at the whole chronicling thing, it's like you say a one performance that because him got all different, you get all different type of thing. You get for
His
the ladies, you
entire
get the high
set.
energy. Yeah. And you see him also bring out the Prime Minister of Antigua. Then that definitely is a big moment right there. And the next thing is when you think about Vegas saying at the end of that clip where you hear him talk about if you're bad mind cartel and whatever, we like him use use that. Some people may say, because multiple ways you can look on it now. You can look on it say who bad mind cartel, Masicka. But I don't feel like that's what him do, because when I watch the interview with him and Conscience, I think him was more in favor of Masicka. You understand what I say? But then you can look on it say I probably bound to kill him attack, which very possible. And some people are when I watch it, I see a clip of it and people in the comments are saying my big friend from Cartel. No. The things him up on stage, I think about friend in Cartel. Him up on stage, I think about locking the show, taking the show. And that's the difference with craft, with knowing the craft, understanding stage
The
craft.
dancehall craft.
I don't know if Masicka is if Vegas closed the show. But let's say, for instance, Vegas performed after Masicka. Him probably look at the crowd and say, say it look like them crowd are Gaza people them. Or you understand me? I said based on just the response where him see Masicka get. Because Masicka have to press gas hard in a whites. to get some forward.
Forget the
You
phone
understand
lights
what I
up.
say?
Yeah, yeah.
So at the end of the day, Vegas I go see that and know say, all right, you know, say me drawing for the line there, I go really just take it. I go really
The
just get
icing.
the Gaza fans them in the crowd
Mm.
riled up. You understand me? I say?
Yeah.
And that's where it take as it relates to whether you have a hot song or you have a catalog of songs and you're a great performer.
Yeah. The next thing too, in comparison to the Masicka, the Capleton, and the Mr. Vegas performance, I feel like there's a way how to hold a microphone. And some entertainers, they kind of hold it in a way where it is covered. And that's not the best way to hold it, because then you're not going to get the best sound. You're not using the tool properly. So during his performance, to me, like what I heard, it kind of sounded a little muffled. That's just from watching like several clips. So these are things that can make and break your performance. So
yeah, both Capleton and Mr. Vegas had more
clarity. They had more clarity for sure. So, and again, you really have to sometimes watch back your not so good performances to see what you can do better, how you can tweak it. We see Masicka up on the stage in Antigua and him a dance, him a rock 2 times. It show you that he was comfortable on stage, like him really a try to work it. It's just that there was still a disconnect with the people, because not that him never confident, him did look confident to me, you know, based on what I saw, but it just never, there wasn't that connection with the audience. And that connection sometimes too, you know, Chris, it come through chatting to the people them, engaging the people them, tell a story. People always say, yo, selector lying. Every selector always have something that happen to them. You have to know how you're going to introduce your songs. And it can also come as it relates to the structure of your set list, because you want to structure your set list in a way where so there is a gradual climb, like, you know, you have to structure it in that type of way, rehearse it in a similar way, and also have the flexibility based on being at the show and see how the crowd is. You have to be quick enough to tweak it.
And that's why I'm like the clips them where you choose for the episode here, because all of them actually speak to that, because it followed right to where Conscience I say Masicka is a man with perfect recording. You understand that? And any day him start put the level of focus when put on recording, on performance, the game over.
No, absolutely. And I will say this. Masicka is a very talented artist. He's one of the entertainers right now, creating like a lot of songs that is resonating with the masses in a big way. But is he the king of dancehall? No, he's not.
Get up now.
One. No, and that is the truth. That is just me being honest. You know, that's just being honest. And again, nothing is wrong in self-proclaiming these things until it is bestowed on you. However, in the same breath, calling yourself all these things, the scrutiny heightened. People know when judge you even more stringently than before. So you have to put your best foot forward at all times. And that's just the reality.
Yeah, one side to the landslide, mind the landslide. You understand what I say? So
landslides are a real thing.
No, it's real. And you said, especially starting at the top of the year of 2026. Remember, him end the year with that EP where it's like
Her name is Love.
Her name is Love. It never really get the
traction that he wanted.
The fans never receive it as I guess in the spec or anything. So now the year start is a hard reset. If it's a case where him constantly kind of push on these performances, do we know if when him start drop songs now, if people are gonna feel the same way about kind of accepting the fact that, yo, you still run the place, so we are run with the song. You never know.
Look, Masicka is a great artist, and I want to see him win. This is my advice to Sika. Zine, 1, work on your stagecraft. watch some video and perfect that. 2, it is important that you score an international hit, a hit will resonate with the masses.
True.
And also work on a body of work that you can put out and submit for a Grammy.
Facts.
Not that you
Facts.
need these accolades to prove anything, but it is also important because of all the titles that you have taken on upon yourself in a dancehall, president of dancehall, king of the dancehall, goat, and all these things. So you now have to walk that talk, show the people them, and do it.
All these self-proclamation.
And him can do it.
No,
him can do it. Absolutely, him can do it.
Him can do it. It's just again, now it come down to the mental, because you're just all these self-proclaimed titles. Again, it heightened the scrutiny. So
absolutely, which is why, in addition to everything that I just mentioned, that I think that he should do, Masicka also needs real people in his circle, real people that will help him stay focused on the main goal. Him can also work with different producers as well to kind of get different sounds out there to take away, that whole narrative with people talking about that sameness. Sometimes that comes from just, working with
the same people,
the same set of producers and things. So there are a lot of things that need little fine tuning here and there. And this is constructive criticism, like,
I don't know if the vendetta blueprint where is like total isolation go work. You understand? Because even with Alkaline at this moment, is it really working? Or again, it's just in core fans where him already have locked. It's actually serving. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah.
Well, before we get to that, I just wanted to play this clip that Vybz Kartel reposted, because people, they will always talk, and sometimes you have to check the levels.
Before you get into an argument, remember this quote: a bee does not waste its energy trying to convince a fly that honey is better than shit. Some minds are not meant to be changed. Save your energy for what actually matters.
I don't know who needed to hear that, but save your energy for what actually matters. Yeah, you were talking about Alkaline, and then you wonder if it's a work. What if you make a new song, No Emotions?
Here's the
no
thing.
emotions, no emotions.
It's poetic. It's poetic. The lyrics them that I think Alkaline forward would aim for forward with, but the overall product, I'm not sure about it. You understand what I say?
In other words, you're saying feel like it's a hit?
No, I don't think it's a hit. I don't think it's a hit. First and foremost, I don't think it actually measure up or pass any of the songs in his catalog.
Boss for every boss?
No, it not pass that. So it must say some things in it, but you have to be a diehard Alkaline fan, and like you're radicalized. To say, sit and listen. To say, yo, he might chat some things, So I don't know if for the production, I'm not really a fan of.
Is it the rhythm, like
maybe the rhythm? And again, as I feel like say, it just have this straightness about it. There's no to me. It took me a while to listen and say, okay, I'm gonna talk some things, But hearing this song is not like I'm excited to say, well, like listen it. You understand what I say? Some things it's just the overall production. Not to say the quality is fine, but I don't know if I don't really like the production in like most of the productions them lately. Even though I must say what I must say, to me it just not really bring it not complement it. To me.
Yeah, the song is very lyrical.
Very poetic.
I like the hook. No emotion, no emotion. But I definitely get what you're saying, because one of my brethren, we are reasoned about the song, and he said to me, say, him kind of miss that hardcore type of Alkaline, when Alkaline just a DJ in a particular way, as opposed to, the sound. Yeah, like almost this sound right now. So, well, let's see. The year just kick off. We see Cartel kick off with 2026. What do you think about that track there?
All right, 2026, not as lyrical as or as poetic,
No,
in
no
my opinion,
emotions.
as no emotions. However, it's not like so we don't know say Cartel can go there. So, but what I think he's doing in that song, him just really uh what's the word I look for? Mm, like him just really tell
Motivational.
no, him just really tell the story of
Talk about experience.
like plans we him have for 2026 or 2025 go. So to me, him doing that is actually it's fine. It no need to be lyrical. Him just tell you a real story as it relates to how 2025 go and does in plans for 2026.
Higher
Personally,
expectations for
yeah, me like
2026.
me personally, me think that the rhythm is more um that's more my type of vibe as
So
it
what may I
relates to the
get
rhythm
from you then,
compared to
Chris, is
no
like you're
emotions.
more into fat baseline type rhythms where it sound
Bass.
full.
Me with a fat bass and thing. Yeah. It's just
Or heavy baseline, like
yeah,
me get what you say, like
yeah, man.
that
It
kick.
have more to me, if you play the song, it have more impact, in my opinion. You see what I
Okay,
say?
okay.
And it's like say Cartel really I tell you just implants.
Yeah.
It's
And
like a
I think
real
2026
life
from
events.
Cartel really will serve like as affirmations then for people,
Yes.
because the year just kick off and you look towards 2026. So it
Yeah.
I can say where it resonate with a lot of people. And like you mentioned earlier, like really and truly you'd have to be like a dieted alkaline fan to really be more appreciative of no emotions. But
Plus, also,
2026, you can see where more people tap in because the year just started. You know how when a new year starts, there are a lot of resolutions, there are a lot of goal setting and that type of thing. So you will find that more people are gonna find 2026 somewhat relatable because we have
even the
similar
name of the song,
experiences as humans.
even the name of the song is actually perfect because 2026 that people are gonna really search for things like that are you understand get curious because Cartel have a song in 2026. All right, now listening. Just what I say. So my thing said that's where that is no emotions, as me say, poetic, alkaline doing thing, but to me is a case to say the first the music of to draw you in.
Yeah,
To
look
say,
here now, Chris.
well, me personally.
If you look for attention, me had a sense of it.
All right. See,
No emotions, yeah, man. Really, really lyrical. Him chat
yeah, for
something
real, for real.
in the song and thing. But we are
But hold on now. So what you feel like say as it relates to the new year, what you expect for dancehall? Who you feel like say will lead out in the first quarter of dancehall?
look. Honestly, I really and truly I don't know. I can't really put it on anybody per se because last night I was listening to some new songs that came out in 2026 and Cartel 2026, Alkaline, No Emotions. I think Jashi drop Champion. There were some other songs as well from female entertainers, Spice, you have our gospel songs and that type of thing. And I just really feel like we are some
Just
13
this.
days in.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's still too close, but we'll have
Yeah.
this conversation like at the end of January when I can do a more comprehensive analysis and then can tell you how things are shaping up. But I don't feel like I have seen enough to say, this artist in particular is already taking the reins because I know Vibes
Yeah.
Cartel him up on a birthday settings, him just celebrated again, still a celebrate. January
Yeah.
never passed and gone, but it's still in the month of January. So you see that he's celebrating with friends and family, which is understandable him doing that type of thing. So at the end of January, I think I'll be in a better position to say who leading out or taking the bull by the horns. Because sometimes you can't just go by the conversations,
Yeah. Personally, me get what I say. Personally, I feel like say this year maybe a challenging year for Masicka. May be a challenging year for Masicka. I think at the end of the day, for instance, like Tommy Lee, him kind of a try to run with the momentum. I don't know how much it really stick yet for him, but me see him a work it. I think let's see if it's a case where we know Cartel have a constantly a drop song at this point. I think me hear them saying not like him have an album where him a go try may forward this year or something like that, or soon. Alkaline have an album where may forward this year. So the thing says so far as it relates to just the front runners, me I look on it say you may clearly we expect at this point we expect work from Cartel, Alkaline. We know Masicka drop tune like always a drop tune. So if family find a song, me think say him kinda a try for me think say him have a momentum where if him find a song, it may run time have a solid fan base. Me think Masicka now are the one we have to go work.
Well, this is what I'll say.
hmm
Tommy Lee definitely dropping songs like him ready to find a song, because in the case of the 13 days already, and I think him have some 2 to 3 songs already out. Remember say Pressure Make Diamonds, you know. Remember say part of why Masicka's Reggae Sumfest performance stand out based on the energy, because the little flare up will go on backstage and you see him run out, Madam Mean. So I really feel like it's too early. Tell, but me not tell if you change your mind still, you know. Hold what you hold.
No, me not change. Me not change.
Hold what you hold, but
one side me saying about me, but me have to just talk the truth.
You say you're fret.
Listen, me not fretting, you know, because remember I'm rich, you know. I'm rich, I'm alright.
Rich.
Yeah, that's what I say, but me just have said
and I like him rich and not talk, him rich and not ball out, brawling.
Rich and not talk. But that's just what me think still. Me think say, like Masicka have to go work, have to go on. As it, I mean just studio work.
No, absolutely.
Because
absolutely.
Here's the thing, before we wrap. I personally think say, as much as people that say, oh, the Clash done a wrap up or so, you have people still look on it and I say, see me telling you say, a family win the Clash. You understand me? And you see longer that actually him do things where
prolong,
kind of say, yo,
prolong.
I want him fall off or so. That are gonna become a thing where him have to go try for battle. You understand me? I say? So that's why that's just why I think so. And Masicka, and to me, family have a cult following. You understand me? I say? Masicka have to go work on him fan base.
Yeah, and I mentioned it. I think it was in one of the review videos where I was saying that, or I think it was a live or something, where Masicka really and truly have to connect with his fans, and some lives through social media can definitely do that. Not the type of lives that he's doing, really short, you not see him face in the dark and
Dancehall president.
Look, get up now and that type of thing. Not those type of lives, but just connect with people in a real way, because at the end of the day, how the industry is now where it is at, you need your fans.
And stop telling people say rich. We get it. We get it. I think nobody care, you know.
Yeah. It's about being confident without the ego. Tame the ego thing, and don't make the noise get to you. You have to block out the noise.
One.
Kris, I saw your end. Of course. So that's it. This has been our first Levels podcast in our virtual setting. So bless up yourself, Kris, every time. Anything you want to say to the people then before we close off?
Oh, so just more life and guidance. You understand me? I say, and blessings to each and every one for the 2026. You don't know. Yeah. If you can't be good, be careful.
I think you have said it all. And what I'll just add to that is 2026 is here. I know a lot of people made their New Year resolution. Some people probably I'll stop going to the gym already, but this is it. Whatever it is your plan, that was your plan for 2026, pause if you must, but don't quit. Do not give up on yourself. Keep pushing. That's enough.
Get up now.
Remember, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button, click the notification bell, be a part of the Levels community. That's my time. I'm Kshema. That's it. Make sure you say Chakeen, Klakina, Lakeen. We out.
But